Hello students, so in this video we were just going to learn about the descriptive problem from the model question paper of the 8th standard. Okay, as we are very well known that the 8th standard, that is the Karnataka State Board, is conducting the board exam for the 8th standard, and they have been released the model question paper just for the reference. And this is what the first question from the descriptive. Let us see what they are asking you. So they are asking you to write down the two properties of rhombus. We know rhombus is a type of a quadrilateral. Why we are saying it is a quadrilateral? Because any figure which has a four sides, it is considered as what? Quadrilateral. And rhombus also has a four sides. And this is what the rhombus looks like. The diamond shape, normally we call it as a. And upon this rhombus only we need to write down the two properties. Let us see what we can write the first one. The first property is very much easy for your remembrance. What is that? All sides of the rhombus, all sides of the rhombus are equal. And the one more, that is upon the opposite sides. What is that? The opposite sides of a rhombus are parallel. Do you know what you mean the parallel? Parallel is nothing but what? If I draw any two lines, like say these are the two lines I have been drawn. Now I am calling these two lines as what? Parallels. Why I can say these two lines as a parallel? Because when we extend these two lines from its ends, you extend it whatever the length you want, you can extend it. But if they does not meet each other, then this line can be called as parallel lines. And one more condition is what? You measure these two lines from any point. It should be equal. Okay, like from the first point I measured, it is 4 centimeter. Then from the second it is also 4 centimeter. And from the third also, if it is 4, then we can say these two lines are what? Parallel lines. So you remember just the two conditions will define those two lines as what? Parallel line. As in the question they were asking us only the two properties, but I will give the one more extra one as a reference. What I can include, the diagonals. The diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Okay, as you can see, this is what the rhombus looks like. Now here if I draw the diagonals, as you can see, now this is the point where this point we call it as a bisect. Okay, because this is the point where two lines are meeting, so we can call this point as a bisector. Now at this point the angle will be equal to how much? 90 degree, and 90 degree we can call it as what? Right angle. So this were the three properties for the first one. Now in that first question they have given you the one more option. So even though I will give the answer for the second option as well. Let's see what they are asking you. Name the point of intersection of vertical axis and horizontal axis in Cartesian plane. We know it when we are drawing a graph, we draw two lines. First, this is our horizontal line and this is a vertical line. Okay, so this horizontal line we call it as x-axis, and this vertical line we call it as a y-axis. Okay, normally we say x-axis and y-axis. That x-axis is called as a horizontal axis and y-axis we call it as a vertical axis. So they are asking the question. Now they are meeting at a point. So this is where the point they are meeting each other. So this point, what it is called as? Okay, so let us write down the answer for the one more option for the first question. What we can write? The point at which the two axes intersect intersect is called, what it is called? Origin. What it is called? Origin. The origin. Now they are asking even the coordinate also, and we know the coordinate. What will be the coordinates of origin? You know, the origin is at 0, 0, and that's it from the one more question of the from the extra one, and that's it from the first question, descriptive question from the model question paper. So remaining problems will be solved in the further video. So